You all know that I saw Love and Thunder. I saw Thor Love and Thunder, which is the fourth movie. So basically, Phase 4 in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is going to consist of 3 films. So it's going to consist of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Thunder, and the third one is Wakanda Forever. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And the thing about is Black Panther, the second film, was going to release in November 22nd of this year. So I've done my research because the question is, how is this movie going to come about? How are they going to execute this movie? Because, you know, God rest his soul, Chadwick Boseman was the man behind the Black Panther. And Black Panther, and he is no longer with us due to, his battle against colon cancer. So basically, he was in the works of doing the second film, but unfortunately passed away before filming began. So the question is, how are they going to go about it? I mean, from what I'm only going off by what I've heard, what I read, and what I know because of what I've heard and what I read. So basically, the production has not recast the role, fearing a fan outcry. Okay. All right. There's other ways you can do something about it. They are not doing a digital double. And that is something that Fast and the Furious production did after Paul Walker, God rest his soul, passed away during filming. And they did a digital double with the help of Paul Walker's brother, younger brother, I believe, and to get that image because he was doing the film. But when he passed away, of course, it's put halt on production. Of course, his castmates were grieving, things like that. So, they used a digital double. And now the question is, how are they going to go about it? In the comic books, I believe it was the sister, or it was someone who took a hold of the mantle, just like Sam took a hold of the mantle of Captain America. So is someone going to take his place without really taking his place? Is the legacy going to be passed down? And this is the movie Wakanda Forever. Continuing the legacy that the Black Panther left behind and things like that. So in a way, symbolically, how would Chadwick Boseman's legacy for this character continue? How would it go about? So that's my question, because I'm kind of concerned because you're not hearing anything. Everything is down low. The production is under wraps. So the question is, how are they going to go about this? That's my question, because this is just, the whole thing is delicate. The whole production is very delicate. It's in a very delicate stage because, again, the lead, Mr. Boseman passed away. So the question is, how are they going to go about it? Because they're not going to recast the role because they said to themselves, fear a fan outcry. They're not going to use a digital double because I think they felt that it was disrespectful. Like he felt that it was disrespectful and it wasn't a good idea. So that is the question. Are you guys like how would they go about it? Like in Cars 2, Paul Newman, he passed away because Paul Newman passed away before Cars 2 happened because he lent the voice to Doc Hudson, who was known as a former race car star Hornet, or the Hornet, something like that, the Dachshund Hornet, something like that. And that just happened to be someone that Lightning McQueen looked up to and wanted to be a racer himself, and then that's how that came about. And in part 2, he passed away, but he kind of left a legacy for McQueen, and that's what happened. Yeah, happened. So are they going to do the same thing like they did with Doc Hudson? Have some sort of reference towards him. hey, this is what he left behind. This is the mantle. Continue it. Are they going to do something like that? That's my question. With Thor, and here's the thing, with Thor was a good movie. I did watch it. It's just, the question is that his last movie, Chris Hemsworth's last movie, or is that the last movie for Thor? And just like, how like the Guardians of the Galaxy, they didn't have their individual movie, but they were part of the Infinity War, things like that, because they were brought into Infinity. The same thing with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange had, second movie didn't come out till this year, but he was brought into the wars too because he had the time stone. Thor ended up, the Guardians heard a distress signal and it led him to him, and he's trying to get to know where Rocket and Groot go with him, and then Gamora and the rest of the Guardians, they go to the Collector to try to beat Thanos to get the Reality Stone, from getting the Reality Stone, and so forth. So, is Thor going to do that? Because now he has, not to spoil anything, now he has a companion now. That's all I'm going to say. He has a companion. So is he and that companion going to join the Guardians? So the Guardians went on their own way, and I heard that they're going to have a third movie. I'm not too sure if that's true or not, but I heard they're going to have a third movie, and he may, I don't know. This is just like a hypothesis. Like he may go to them, or his story has actually ended. Thor's story has ended. So we don't. I don't know. I can't really go by much, but that's what's going on. That's how it is. So, Income, you've been saying some stuff a lot, because at the end of the movie, yeah, it was kind of short. It felt like the ending could have been a little bit more. I do agree, but it is what it is. You guys let me know what you guys think. What do you think they're gonna do? Are they gonna pass the mantle down? Because that's the only thing I can think of. They're not gonna recast the role, and they're not using a digital double. So obviously that means that one option is left. They're going to give the mantle to someone else while still being true to the story and so forth. Because the sister or someone in the comic books does take on the mantle of Black Panther, and then go from there. So are they gonna do the same thing for this movie? That's the only thing I can think of. That's like the only reasonable path I think that they're going to take, but I could be wrong. I don't know. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think is going to happen, or what you feel should happen. But let me know. Let me know, guys.